Hi everyone, welcome to our channel, where we explore the most interesting and relevant topics in the world today. In this video, we will talk about something that could change the way we trade, invest and interact with other countries, Brics currency. What is it, why does it matter, and how will it affect the US and the rest of the world? Let's get started. Imagine a world where the US dollar is no longer the dominant currency for global trade and finance. Where countries like Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa have their own common currency that challenges the dollar's supremacy. Where the balance of power shifts from the West to the East and the South. Sounds like a sci-fi scenario, right? Well, it might not be as far-fetched as you think. Brics is an acronym that stands for Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. It was coined by Goldman Sachs in 2001 to describe the emerging economies that were expected to grow faster than the developed ones in the 21st century. In 2010, South Africa joined the group, making it Brics. These 5 countries have some common features and challenges that unite them. They have large populations, fast growth rates, diverse cultures, natural resources, social inequalities, environmental issues, and so on. They also have some common goals and interests, such as enhancing their development, reducing their poverty, increasing their cooperation, and asserting their voice in global affairs. To achieve these goals and interests, Brics has been holding annual summits since 2009, where their leaders discuss various issues and initiatives related to trade, health, education, science, technology, and more. They have also established some institutions to provide financing and support for their development projects and crisis situations. For example, they have created the New Development Bank, NDB, which is like a mini World Bank for Brics countries. They have also created the Contingent Reserve Arrangement, CRA, which is like a mini IMF for Brics countries. But perhaps the most ambitious and controversial idea that Brics has proposed is to create a common currency for trade and investment among its members. This idea was first suggested by Brazil's President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva at the 2023 summit in Johannesburg. He said that a Brics currency would reduce their dependence on the US dollar and enhance their payment options and trade efficiency. A Brics currency could also bring some other benefits to its members. For example, it could reduce their vulnerability to dollar exchange rate fluctuations, which can affect their exports, imports, inflation, debt, etc. It could also increase their bargaining power and influence in global affairs, as they would have more control over their monetary policy and financial stability. It could also promote their economic integration and development, as they would have more incentives to trade and invest with each other. However, creating a Brics currency is not an easy task. It faces many challenges and obstacles that could prevent it from becoming a reality. For example, there are economic, political, and geographic disparities between the Brics countries, which make it hard for them to agree on common rules and standards for their currency. There is also a lack of trust and coordination among them, as they have different agendas and interests that sometimes clash with each other. There are also technical and legal complexities involved in setting up a common currency, such as choosing a name, a symbol, a value, a central bank, a legal framework, etc. And there is also resistance and competition from other major currencies such as the dollar, euro, and yen, which have more established networks and advantages in global markets. So how would a Brics currency affect the US? Well, it depends on how you look at it. On one hand, a Brics currency could pose some risks to the US economy and foreign policy. For example, it could undermine its dollar dominance and exorbitant privilege, which allow it to borrow cheaply from abroad and print money without inflationary consequences. It could also reduce its leverage and influence over other countries through sanctions and trade policies, as they would have more alternatives to bypass them. It could also expose it to more volatility and uncertainty in global markets, as it would have to deal with more fluctuations and shocks from the Brics currency. And it could also challenge its leadership and interests in regional and global issues, as it would have to face more competition and opposition from the Brics countries. On the other hand, a Brics currency could also offer some opportunities to the US economy and foreign policy. For example, it could stimulate its innovation and competitiveness, as it would have to improve its productivity and efficiency to maintain its edge in global markets. It could also encourage its cooperation and dialogue with other major powers, as it would have to find more common ground and solutions to address global challenges such as climate change, terrorism, pandemics, etc. It could also foster its diversification and resilience in global finance, as it would have more options and sources of funding for its projects and programs. And it could also support its growth and stability in emerging markets, as it would have more access and opportunities to trade and invest with the Brics countries. A Brics currency may not be imminent or inevitable, but it is certainly an intriguing and ambitious idea that reflects the changing dynamics of global power and economics. Whether it succeeds or fails, it will have significant implications for the US and the rest of the world. Therefore, it is important for all stakeholders to be aware of this potential development and prepare for its challenges and opportunities. There have been some reports and rumors that the Brics countries are planning to introduce a new trading currency, which will be backed by gold, at their upcoming summit in August 2023. However, this has not been officially confirmed by the Brics nations, and some experts have expressed doubts and challenges about the feasibility and desirability of such a move. A Brics gold-backed digital currency could have some advantages, such as providing a more stable and independent alternative to the US dollar and other fiat currencies, enhancing the trade and investment among the Brics countries, and increasing their influence and voice in global affairs. However, it could also face some difficulties, such as the technical and legal complexities of creating and managing a common currency, the economic and political divergences among the Brics countries, the resistance and competition from other major currencies, and the potential impact on the global financial system and stability. Therefore, it is not clear whether a Brics gold-backed digital currency will become a reality or remain a fantasy. It is possible that the Brics countries may announce some progress or intention to explore this idea at their summit, but it is unlikely that they will launch a fully fledged currency anytime soon. It is also possible that they may opt for a more modest and gradual approach, such as deepening the use of their local currencies or developing a digital payment platform for their transactions. In any case, a Brics gold-backed digital currency would have significant implications for the US and the rest of the world, as it would challenge the existing dollar-dominated system and create new opportunities and risks for global trade and finance. Therefore, it is important to monitor this development and prepare for its potential consequences. What do you think about Brics currency? Do you think it will become a reality or remain a fantasy? How do you think it will affect the US and the world? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more videos like this. Thanks for watching.